Ayaw ko kung sabihin ko ito sa inyo. I offered to resign as president. Pinatawag ko yung lahat ng sabi ko na kasi nagsasawa na ako. It's only done in parliamentary countries where the Prime Minister is grilled during the question hour. But I want to Congress to know that I'm ready to appear there in Congress and discuss with them. But they should allow me to talk first, then discuss how we can cut corruption, simplify the ease of doing business, has some recommendations, almost radical. But I will try to begin tomorrow shaking the tree sa PhilHealth. Bala ko mag-reorganize and impose upon them a single line of authority. No more so many, wala namang iba dyan. There are so many tables there in an office, hindi lang PhilHealth, na who can do the work, who can process the papers, without really having a discretion whether or not he should be hanging on it, sitting on it. Wala basta kanila, magdaan sa kanila na hindi naman kailangan. Kung dadaan man, if at all, that the papers will pass their desk, that they have no discretions at all. So, ang sabi ko sa Congress, limitahan natin. 3 days. That's enough. I'm sure. Otherwise, you guys are not doing your work. I mean, 3 days, if you really put your heart into it and work hard, you can finish the job, let us say, even 1 week. But yung months and years, I will name the office probably towards the end of the year. Yung na may application na umabot ng 2 taon, putang ina ninyo magbantay ko, mumurahin ko talaga kayo. I will name you in public and put you to shame that I am suspecting that you are waiting for some remuneration that is not due you, and you are not doing anything. Naghihintay ka lang ng pera. Basta kung may magreklamo, I encourage the citizens to, dito gusto ninyo, I don't know how long this program would last, but if you really want to have your complaints, you write me a letter and I will read it here kung sino yung nakahawak ng papel ng matagal. And maybe if it is inordinately delayed, I will ask the idiot to sit there, to sit here in this table. Tapos buhos ko tong tubig sa mukha niya. You better come up with an explanation that is really good to hear. Because wala na ako ng pasensya, no? Bastusin talaga kita. Or Congress can call me and we will discuss. I do not have any qualms about you setting up oversight committees. That is good. More people watching the people's money, the better. Wala akong ano dyan sa sabihin ninyo intrusion into the domain of the separation of power, because it's legit. You can do it, and you can make it stricter and more hard for people to... Wala eh. Sabi ko nga sa... Ayaw ko kung sabihin ko ito sa inyo. I offered to resign as president. Pinatawag ko yung lahat ng... Sabi ko na, kasi nagsasawa na ako. In my years of government, wala nang katapusan itong sa mayor. But being mayor is just a small organization. Talagang wala nang katapusan itong corruption. Mahirap talaga pigilin. Kasi mga pastillas hanggang ngayon, even with the investigation or the clamor for government to shake the tree, wala. Sige, hanggang ngayon, it's being committed every day. No, can you stop it? You cannot. There is no way. I'm telling you, with my experience as a prosecutor for the Tanod Bayan noon, I was a special prosecutor for the Tanod Bayan, ang predecessor ng ombudsman. But at the same time, I was a city prosecutor for Davao City. I was having a dual role there. I was sent out of Davao City to prosecute cases outside of my jurisdiction in other cities. I toured Mindanao several times, just prosecuting cases. Wala hanggang ngayon, wala akong nandyan pa rin. And it starts, even dyan sa yung land registration. You are really notoriously, even in the provinces, of sometimes the employees run to the mill of the grid of bureaucracy, mag-invento ng mga peke na dokumento. Marami dyan. I prosecuted about 7 itong putang inang land registration. In fairness to Secretary Guevara, he was not yet around at that time. Bago lang yan siya ngayon. But sa Muntinlupa, ganon rin. Alam mo, panoorin nyo yung sine. Netflix. If you do not have it, find your neighbor that has one connection with the internet. What is really appalling, I cannot seem to fathom, hindi ko maabot ang rason, why the drug syndicates of almost all over the world is run by people who are in prison, kagaya ng Amerika, gano'n, di mafia. Itong dito sa Pilipinas, yun, galing dito. They do not really bother about, because in the end, they can buy their freedom and go out. Ngayon sila not so concerned of how many tonelada ang... Kasi kung ako lang, kung mahuli kita, dali na kita doon sa Bonifacio o sa madilim na lugar niyan, I will hang you. I will not waste the bullet. Mahal ang bala ng M16 ngayon. Kailangan ko pa ng gera and fighting this komunista, isa pa rin. While we are suffering, busy tending to the sick Filipinos, wala namang ginawa itong mga buang na to kung hindi tell me, since the time season first stock sa Intramuros, nakinig kami. Tell me, was there a time that you guys were able to hold a barangay dito? Influence, yes. Because tinatakot ninyo pagkagabi na. Pero magsabi, physically occupy a town, even a barangay, the smallest, and proclaim independence or belligerency. Tell me, kayong mga Pilipino, kayong pumapasok pa, putang ina ninyo, mamamatay na lang kayo, iniiwan ninyo pamilya ninyo. Kaya ako nagalit nung sabi ko nga itong mga babae na ito, that led to that cry for women's Bisaya yan. It's an idiom sa Bisaya, yung mga ganon, yung wala talaga. Puro patay, hindi na nakikita ng nanay pati tatay. Ang doors itong mag-asawa, Sus Maria Josep. Hindi ka naman kailangan ng pagkaganon, alisin ko na lang yung mga national high school dyan sa malalayong lugar. Kung hindi pa naman pasokan ng rason yung utak ninyo. You have not scored a victory. Itong PhilHealth, I'm going to propose to Congress to abolish kung i-privatize mo naman, Sus Maria Josep, walang pera. Sino insurance mo? Kung sabihin ng mga kapitalista sa insurance, kami ang magbayad, pero wala kayong pundo. That is why we are selling properties. That's the reason why we are selling properties, real estate properties in Japan. Because we have to raise money. Wala nang pambayad niyang sa PhilHealth na yan kaya walang ibang remedy dyan. It must be a surgical move. Talagang, kung hindi, paalisin ko, sans itong mga civil service. Create a new agency out of the ruins of that old one. Hindi na pwede, Secretary Doge. Hindi na pwede na itong mga tao na ito, they're already entrenched na. Walang mayari. Talagang either I'm going to revamp, consider everybody resign there. And if there is this structure, we can slowly, and yung disband yung ibang just a simple, as simple as it could ever be. That's what I mean.